Beautiful morning. We had 2 days and 1 morning of rain, fog, miserable weather, everything getting wet. But today's beautiful, and there's no sign of rain in the forecast for the day. Crow Rock Mountaintop. First big hill of the day. Got a view. Nice views. That's beautiful. Now you see that rock spot there, and that rock spot there. I'll actually be over there. One nice thing about hiking this trail a second time, or at least this section, is gotta know where we're going. Just came down from over there. That's the Crow Top Rock Mountain, whatever we just were. Oh, over there's Crow Top Rock. That's where I was standing on that rock face and saying, pointing across to those cliff faces, saying we're going to be there. Well, they're just around that spur there. We had a big downhill, hit the gap, and now it's all 500 feet of elevation in 0.9 miles. That's a little bit of a workout. A little bit of a workout. Hey. So that first rock face that we saw up there on Crow Rock is right down there. We're still not on top. Still got another 100 feet elevation to get to. Ready for a break. Whew. Finally up there. As you can see, right across there, that bald rock face there is where this whole little journey started. That was our first uphill of the day, getting up there. That's Mountain Crow, or Top Mountain. We then walked all the way up here, all the way down. You can't even see, all the way down to the road in the gap. And then in a very short, I think I said 0.9 earlier. I meant to say like point 3 or something like that. It's a 500-foot climb. That first rock face that we saw from over there is back down here a little lower. And this is another one. And whew, that was a nice little climb. I'm glad the weather was okay. And I'm happy the view is nice. I think there's trail magic down there at the gap. Let's go see. This is chicken noodle and chicken and dumpling soup all in one. It's the best of both worlds. So people have asked me why I just didn't start over where I got off last year. And a lot of people do that. Matter of fact, almost all of my Georgia starting out friends, last year in Georgia, many of them have, for various different reasons, a whole group of them, all got off trail, whether it was a time issue, some for injury, some had, things back home they had to go to and deal with, and they are all starting over where they left off. That's perfectly fine, and it's still a through hike. I mean, there are some purists that say, oh, you have to do it within a year and all that. If you have a break, you have to do it when... It's fine if that's what you want to do. And it's fine if you don't want to do that. There's all people that hike this hike all different ways. There are some that are doing it section at a time, state at a time. There are some that can only afford to take 25, 30 days off a year, and they do as much as they can. And they're a through hiker when they finally complete it. That is not what I chose to do. Just me, the way I am. Especially since after getting off and spending months, pulling apart how my hike went last year and what I did, what I didn't do, what I took, what I shouldn't have, what I should take. There's many things that I was going to change for this hike to see if it made it better, to see if I got done faster or got further faster. Barring an injury again, especially if I re-injure the same knee, it should be better. And I've already been showing that some of the choices and decisions I made to change or to incorporate or gear changes have already made my hike better. As just as you saw earlier in this video, we had trail magic, and it was at a spot where last year I stayed. We camped a night and then got off trail just for an overnight trip. So we, stopped there early, spent a whole day just sitting there, and then got off and spent a night off trail. And I just passed that point today. Didn't stop there. That's where trail magic was, at Hogpen Gap. But to be able to blow past places that I've stopped at or gotten off trail at, and be able to keep hiking, that has definitely been awesome to be able to do. It's been a good feeling. Oh, it's rocky. I ain't gonna lie, this last mile has been woke me. I guess I took too long of a break sitting there at that trail magic that we had at the trailhead, which was much appreciated. It was a church group that was out doing hiking or doing trail magic, but this is a sheet rock top, and I'm done climbing for the day. It's all downhill to the shelter now. Finally, done climbing for the day.